This is for you if you've been seeing a ton of angel numbers, feathers, dimes, anything that just seems like really paranormal and just out of the box for you. What Spirit wants you to know is that you are having a spiritual awakening, and for some, this is for the very first time, and Spirit really wants to acknowledge that that can be really scary. We have the Ten of Wands here, and the Ten of Wands feels like a burden that I basically am getting this energy of someone that just feels like they're going to snap, or they are snapping. And that's really common when you have your first spiritual awakening, or you deepen a spiritual awakening. Sometimes it can feel like you're going absolutely nuts. I remember my second spiritual awakening. It really tested me to the limit, and I really had to have faith and trust that I was going to make it through, because I was really challenging a lot of limiting, scary thoughts that my own brain were constructing. And so the Ten of Wands is all about, carrying something that isn't yours, and Spirit telling you to put the load down. We have the Four of Wands in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So Spirit's just really telling you to not do anything impulsive, and don't act out of fear or being frightened, because you're not actually... your soul knows what it's doing. Your soul is what activated this spiritual awakening. I want to know how this spiritual awakening has been happening. How has this spiritual awakening been happening for this collective? Nine of Pentacles. So for this collective, you began your spiritual awakening by just wanting better for yourself, kind of looking around the world and saying, hey, this is just not working for me, and the way that I feel is not worth it. One time, before I had my first spiritual awakening, before I really realized that there's more than the 9 to 5, that there's more than meets the eye, I said to the universe, I was like, if this is living, I don't want to do it anymore. And I wrote a letter to the universe, basically, it was an outcry. And I started seeing 1111 shortly after. So I think what Spirit's saying is that it's quite similar for you, and you're just looking around and you're just like, this is in shambles, and there's got to be more. And often when people are at their limit, or they've hit rock bottom, or they've just lost all their faith and love for themselves and the juice for life, is that they turn to a higher power, and that has activated your soul. I have the Page of Wands. Oh, these ones want to come up too. Five of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, it's just life is not doing it for you anymore, and you're trying to find something more. And this is not by accident. Your soul has activated it, and so now it's creating a passion for you and a zest for life. I keep hearing zest for life, and I gotta say, now that I've been awake for, I don't know, 7 years, I look at life completely differently. And I wake up every day with joy and a smile on my face, and I know that the universe has got my back. And for this collective I'm reading for right now, that's exactly what's happening for you. Don't be scared. You are divinely guided and you are protected. I'm really drawn to this Five of Cups. I think that for a lot of you, there's been a lot of addictions, a lot of escape mechanisms, through substance of some sort, whether that be food, alcohol, whatever. I'm hearing sex, I'm hearing shopping, gambling, and it's basically just a way to kind of kill that. It's not even pain, it's just deep within your being that the things that are happening in this world they're an illusion. And so you kind of find a way to come closer into your own world, and it's kind of you've hit your breaking point. I want to talk about how most people do awaken. So way back when, people that would awaken were people that were pledging their life to God, to source. So that's people such as monks and nuns and priests, etc., etc. But now there's many ways that you can awaken and become closer to the divine. One of them is through the twin flame experience. Another one is through hitting rock bottom. And I did both, but at first I hit rock bottom and I had really bad mental health, and I rewired my brain. I remember it so clearly. It was like I was in a very deep hole, but I could kind of see, like, just like up there, a little bit of light. And that was spirit. That was my higher self guiding me and saying, there is more. You can feel better. You're not meant to feel this way. And I think that this is like the message here for the collective. And, you know, I know how it feels to first awaken. You think you're absolutely crazy or delusional, but you're not. Spirit just talks to you all the time. Spirit, can I get a little bit more on like what this awakening is for this collective? What's going on? What do we need to know? Five of Swords. There's a lot of mental clatter going on, and you're not seeing things very well, is what Spirit's saying. Look at this Five of Swords. He's fighting these black swans, and the swans, to me, it's almost like for you are actually getting a lot of clear downloads and messages from Spirit, but they scare you and they just seem too good to be true for a lot of you, because we have really learned, especially if like you're my generation, I'm a millennial, we've kind of learned that, you know, life is life and it is how it is and it's not going to change. But that's not true. And that's why you're seeing so many shifts happening, because people are like, no, I deserve better. I'm going to have better. And things are just like really shifting. Things are shifting between the male and female and the love dynamic. Things are shifting when it comes to you know, having a baby, and when you have a baby, things are shifting between you know, staying in a loveless job. So basically what Spirit's saying is loveless job is like you have no passion for it. You're just kind of, you're a zombie. It's 9 to 5. You're getting it done. But the thing is with the Five of Swords is like you're really resisting this change. You're really resisting these downloads, and it's just causing you like a lot of heartache that doesn't need to happen. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Turn it upright. Let this happen. Let this spiritual awakening happen, because when we resist them, you just kind of make yourself miserable, and you can create a lot of unnecessary anxiety and fear that doesn't need to happen. Spirit's saying that for a lot of you, you need to meditate and get in contact with your higher self and learn the signs of what it means when your higher self is trying to get clear to you and give messages to you. I'm actually going to put this message, like put this video as the message that your higher self is trying to get a hold of you, because that's what this message is. Because your higher self doesn't want you to feel tortured or scared. They want this process to be as natural as possible. Gosh, I remember my first awakening. It was insane. I remember saying to my mom, oh, I keep seeing 1111 everywhere, and she was like, oh, make a wish, because that's what most people think it is, but really it's the divine talking to you. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, hey, can you show me this if I'm on like the right path with this? And it's so empowering, because I'm not running in circles. I'm not, you know, chasing my tail. Okay, guys, I hope you loved that message. And yeah, I am doing personal readings, so holler at me.